Hello, 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 and welcome everyone to today's Facebook Live, April the 1st. I'm just going to wait a few minutes and see if I have anybody hopping on. If you are joining me live, I would love for you to give me some heart emojis. Let me know you're here. I'm checking my stream to see what I see. Okay. Well, we're going to just jump right in. My name is Felicia. I am the owner and founder of She Fire Fitness, the compassionate coach helping prime time women move with power and purpose throughout life. So I am so excited to be with you today. Our theme for the month of March, and I know it's April 1, but we're going to go ahead and close out this week like it's March. Our theme has been procrastination. And for the whole month, our theme has been creating healthier habits. And for this week, we've been talking about procrastination. My title for the talk today is Progress from Procrastination. And I hope that kind of strikes you as an oxymoron because we usually don't think about procrastination and progress in the same breath. But let's take a little bit different view today. So we all procrastinate. At some point in time, we're all guilty of procrastination. We've also been talking about the principles of mindfulness over the past couple of months. And what I want us to do as we talk about progressing from procrastination is to apply some principles of mindfulness, such as fresh eyes. So we're going to kind of take a fresh look at procrastination. We're going to do it in a non-judgmental manner so that we can see what we can learn and we can see how we can progress. So, a question that I had posed in the Facebook group earlier this week is, what do you not want to do today? Because a lot of times when we're procrastinating, it has to do with something that we don't want to do. So I want us to kind of take a different look at that in terms of procrastination. Is it always bad to procrastinate? And is it even bad at all if we're looking at it from a non-judgmental perspective, being having fresh eyes and just being real neutral about it? Most of us would say that it's probably something that we don't desire because it oftentimes leads to stress, feelings of failure, inadequacy, and defeat. And we don't like that. We never like to have those bad kind of feelings when, we just don't want to be there. So let's talk about the reasons why we feel like that. And again, we're wanting to see how we can progress from procrastination. So understanding it, the feelings associated with it, and let's see if we can move forward from it. An approach that I like to think of it is peeling the onion, and I'll be going through that with you guys today when we keep just kind of asking ourselves questions and we just keep peeling back the layers until we get to the core of what the problem is. Let me give you an example from my own life, something recent. So, I have a home office, which is which is a converted dining room, and it's my home office, it's my fitness studio, it's my broadcast studio, it's everything. And it's not as neat as I would like for it to be, and it has not been as organized as I would like for it to be. So a few weeks ago, I went to an office place and got some new files and some new ways to organize some things. And I've had these new files and tabs and all sorts of little tools to help me be more organized, but I haven't done anything with it. And as I started thinking about this topic of procrastination, I thought, well, gosh, why haven't I done anything with this? It causes stress whenever I get ready to do like my Facebook Live or anything where I need to create some space. I've got to be moving and shuffling things around. So it's frustrating, it's stressful. it's a place that I don't like to be in. I'm sure you guys can feel me on this. So I just had to think, okay, so what's the deal here? Why am I not getting things organized? And I have the tools, I have the resources, I have what I need. So I peeled back the onion, and it really didn't take me long to come to my conclusion. I was just being lazy, just being trifling. So yesterday I said, okay, I'm going to get this done. So I got my new binder out and my new file system and just got everything situated in a way where I'm organized and I can stop procrastinating. So I progressed from my procrastination by looking at what was going on. And in this case, it was really simple and straightforward. And sometimes that's where we are. It's nothing real deep. As my son would say, it just ain't that deep, mama. It just wasn't that deep. It was just me just being lazy, and as my mom would say, trifling. So, but let's look at an approach that we can use when the reason for our procrastination is not so obvious. And this is the peeling the onion approach. And we keep asking why until we get to the core of what the problem is, what the issue is. Okay, so of course I'm a fitness and nutrition coach, so that's my wheelhouse and that's where I'm going to start from. So let's just say you're procrastinating about starting a fitness program or you're procrastinating about eating healthier. So let's look at peeling that onion. So why? So we ask ourselves why. I ask you why. Maybe you don't know what to do. That's a valid reason. Um, but guess what? I've given you some tools and resources. I've given you some things that you can do. And you can always, DM me and say, Felicia, I need some help. I just need to chat and no obligation, no nothing. I'd be glad to just see any kind of tips or information I can share with you because I have a bunch of them. So we can cross out that why. We can say, okay, there's some knowledge and information and resources that are available to you. Maybe we keep peeling back that why. So we address that first why. Why? I don't have enough time. Okay, that's valid. We're all real busy people. But guess what? I gave you some exercise snacks. And remember, I told you guys that even though the federal guidelines about exercise is 150 minutes of moderate intensity workout per week to 75 minutes higher intensity, which works out to be about 15 to 30 minutes a day, depending on how intense you're doing that workout for 5 days a week. And guess what? You don't even need to do it all at one time. So we can break it up into little snacks. So we can cross that reason off our list because we can fit it into our schedules. Maybe a third, we keep peeling back the why. We say, why? Maybe it's not a priority. Okay? Maybe it's not important to me. Why? Why is it not important to you? Maybe we get down to sort of the final why. The benefits don't exceed the cost of doing it or making the change. Because anytime we make a change, there's some cost involved. There's some benefits involved. And we all kind of run through it whether we know it or not. This kind of analysis of, okay, are the benefits greater than the cost? And so maybe you come to the conclusion it's just not worth it to me. And that's valid. That's totally valid. And then what I would say to you is get clear in your mind and say, I've made a choice not to exercise, not to eat more healthfully at this time in my life. With being very non-judgmental about it and not having any remorse, if you will, but just knowing that you're the boss of you. And that's a valid choice. That's a valid place to be. So you don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel inadequate. You're just being the boss of you. And you can always change that approach at any time. Maybe at some point it might become a priority. But if it's not at this point in time or any given point in time, that is okay. Okay, so that is how we progress from procrastination. We want to take a mindful look at why we are procrastinating, and maybe it's something on a very superficial level, like you're just like me, I'm just being lazy, I'm just being trifling, or maybe it's something deeper, and we want to peel back the onion and look at what those reasons are, and even maybe journal about it. If it's something that, there's some emotional issues involved that you kind of need to work through. Hey, Chiquita, I see you. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so my quick win for you today, here is what I want you guys to do. I want you to identify an area of procrastination in your life. It doesn't have to be fitness oriented. It just has to be something that maybe is causing you some stress, some discomfort, some feelings of inadequacy. We want to progress from that procrastination. So take that mindful approach. Look at it with fresh eyes, being non judgmental, knowing that you can let go of some things, maybe journal about it, maybe go take it to the Lord in prayer. Hallelujah. That's always a good thing to do. But I want you to spend some time with it and see how you can progress from that, because that is what we're trying to do today. Okay, that is all I have for you today. But before I close, I do want to remind you, if you're not in the Girl Get Your Sexy Back group, come on in. The water is fine. We would love to have you. Just click the link, answer those few questions, and that's it. You're in. Gals, for those of you that are already a part of the group, thank you so much. Continue to engage and ask questions and share and support one another. And invite your friends, because fitness is funner with friends. And don't forget, I'm trying to get people involved who might want to do something as it relates to hula hoop in a virtual manner, if you will. But just, making fitness fun, making our workouts fun. Finally, if you have any questions or anything, I can support you regarding your fitness, wellness, nutrition. Just DM me. I would be glad to just jump on a call with you, and we could just chat, and we could see if there are any other tools or information and resources that I can offer you. Gang, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for being a part of the group. I really appreciate you all. So hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend, and go Blue Devils. I couldn't resist that. Sorry, Tar Heels. It's going to be a good one no matter what happens. The Battle of the Blues for the ages. Okay, gang. All righty. We will see you later. You guys enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.